I don't think we weren't offended. And then obviously when we talked about it on Gills, like I knew they were going to ask me about it. They do the same thing. They like lob me questions for me to potentially be problematic or,
Right.
you know, because that's what they like to do. They like to like poke people and poke the bear. I'm not that type of person. But when you see the clip, you're like, okay, I'm going to ride for my girls. I'm going to ride for my W players. But I do understand, like, the respect you do have for us as players and things like that. And then the point I made about, you know, you eating off a player that plays below the rim and isn't really athletic. And, like, it wasn't a shot to you. And I told you that the other night. Like, I think you're an amazing player.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, you've dealt with your hardships, your injuries and stuff. But for the comment of like, oh, they're not athletic, they're not exciting, and I'm like, you literally play with Jokic. Like, I wouldn't say he's not exciting, but
he's a below the rim player. Like he's
very fundamental.
Yeah, it's not about athleticism with him. So I watched back, you know, my interview with those guys, and I watched back kind of your response. We'll play it for the people right now, and they can watch it for themselves. But what specific comments when you watched that clip of me? What were the specific comments that rubbed you the wrong way?
I think it was just like, it was just interesting that when people talk about the W, specifically men and other athletes, the legitimacy of our league and who we are as players, it varies based on how much money we make. So the conversation was kind of framed of like, oh, you know, the women, they want more money. Like, what's up with that? Like, why do they want more money? And then, you know, the conversation shifts to, oh, they're not exciting enough, they don't dunk, lower the rims, blah, 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 blah. And when was that? Last year? Now you fast forward a year later, people are signing $1 million contracts for the first time.
Yeah.
So, you know, we get back to the point of like, okay, so what's really like, where's the root of these opinions that people have of the women's game? Like, is it boring, or are y'all like just mad that women are professional basketball players and you're not? You're at home. Like, is that really the problem? Because now that money statement, the money comment, they don't make enough money, that's out the window now.
Yeah, y'all getting to that bread now for sure.
Like, I've seen all day, all week, $1 million contract here, $1 million contract there, 2 years, $2.5 million. Like, I never thought that I would even be in the league to see that happen.
Now, congrats on that for sure.
Thank you.
Definitely congrats on that.
What's good, y'all? Shout out Lexie Brown. I used to like him when she was on Gil's Arena. Give a different perspective. Salute to her dad, D Brown. Ready when you are, D. Pump it up, dunk contest. Let's take this one thing at a time. Comparing the WNBA to Nikola Jokic does not make your point. If the whole NBA was Jokic, it would not be exciting. It would almost be like the 50s. Let's keep it real. The WNBA is some of the most fundamentally sound players. They play the game the right way for the most part. But excitement has to do with what Olivia Miles is doing, what Caitlin Clark can do. That's excitement. Asia Wilson. There's a ton of others too. Need more of that. Lowering the rim was not a bad idea. Would it compromise the game? Potentially. But if you've seen them throwing that down, you can't say. They should even have a dunk contest on a 9-foot rim. You know what I'm saying? At halftime of maybe their all-star game or something. That would be great. In terms of the jealousy aspect she brought up, nobody's jealous of a WNBA player. Don't say that. When people are giving critiques or opinions, it's not because they don't like you. There are some haters out there, but a lot of people just giving their opinion. It's not their cup of tea. You really gotta love basketball to watch the WNBA. You really do. You have to appreciate the sport. And then there's the politics. If you're on Twitter, WNBA Twitter, NBA Twitter, it's nasty. It's Caitlin versus Angel. It's right wing, left wing. It's race politics. It's MAGA. All this unnecessary stuff. It's alternative lifestyle. It's we don't want to see all the studs rolling up to the clubs and they look like a bunch of dudes. And it's all that. That's what's turned a lot of people off. it's are they too ghetto versus being professional, you know? And depending on your background, it could rub you a certain way. You wouldn't even know a lot of them young ladies, or most of them young ladies, college educated, professional. But once you in that archetype, they feel compelled almost to play the role. So I just think there's a big image problem. There's some underlying, like I said, political type of issues. And then it just seems like everybody whines and plays the victim card. And that they usually have some legitimate gripes. But when you're paying that victim card, it's very difficult to get sympathy. So I hear you, Lexie, but just keep working on what y'all working on. Y'all got the money coming through. Y'all got some really top-notch players. Like I said, Caitlin Clark, we know that. Olivia Miles, we know that. Mitchell from the Fever is a beast. Asia Wilson, we already know. There's tons, man. And they'll just keep growing and growing. And then as the athleticism increases, you can't beat biology, but there may be a time where y'all punching that and watch the views come in. The internet will go crazy. So, salute to them. It's your boy Dell, man. Second take. Till next time. We out.